all, Ryan here from Planetary Lapidary, and I am on the western shore of Lake Michigan at Rock Beach in Sheboygan. It's a little foggy today, which will probably make it look pretty cool down here. I haven't been here in about a month, and we've had a lot of weather in between that time, so there's probably some nice new stuff for me to look at, so let's see what we can find. Okay, so I am down here, very foggy, looks really cool. It is so calm, like I might even be able to look into the first cut of the rocks here because there won't be any waves at all. That's probably about the first time I've been down here when it's been like this. Again, I wish I would have brought some boots now so I could have looked in this, like second cut right here inside the water, but oh well, I'm sure we'll find some cool stuff. So let's get into it. All right, first little find, maybe a nice little piece of, it could be Galaxy Stone, probably rhyolite though, probably like porphyritic rhyolite maybe. But it does look like it has a lot of pockets, a lot of white in there. Find a lot that's just like this, kind of a red tint with the white in there. But first cool little find. Just really cool out here today. One thing though that I did notice is there is a little bit of stuff growing now. We had a couple days there that it was like 75 or 80 degrees here, so that's a little wrench in the hunt, but not too bad. It's not really covering everything yet. You can still see way out there into the water. So all right, let's find some more. This little guy, very green. And then you got a little bit of orange maybe staining there. I'm not sure if that's just like some green basalt or if that's epidote in there. Really green though, I like green. Onward. Pulled this out from under that rock right there. Look at this thing. It has got lines everywhere. It's big too. That orange is probably staining. Usually is. Just a really cool patterned rock. Probably basalt base or something with a bunch of other stuff running through it. Really cool. More. First little actual Galaxy Stone probably with one cool little red like squarish pocket in it. A little bit of green or yellow in the middle. Not a great one, but cool. And then a little Jacobsville sandstone. Not a bad one either. What's that? Not a bad one either. Some cool patterns. One little chunk out of there, but find a lot of that. Find a lot of Galaxy Stones here too, seems like. All right, let's find some more. All right, so another thing I generally find a lot of in all my hunting spots is this porphyritic rhyolite. It's very shiny red and black, always different pattern, and then it always has usually little white spots all throughout it. Pretty cool ones, but these two are just sitting right next to each other. They do shine up pretty good, so I do keep a little bit of it, but I usually try to get a lot more black and red contrast than that. But all right, let's go. Okay, a couple more from the same little spot here. This one's maybe wanting to be a unikite. Now I'm kind of looking at it more and it's more granity, I think. Usually it's just, I don't know, a lot more green, a lot more pink. But it was close. And then right next to it was this, which looks like chert on the top and maybe stromatoporoid on the bottom. So that's a cool little piece. Nice little chert line right through the middle, brown chert with those fractures and all those peaks and stuff. Really cool. Onward. So I just found this. Look at this thing. So cool. I'm not even sure what it is. If it's just like brecciated chert, could be jasper. Really cool though. It does have some pittiness, but I don't know. I might bring it home to try to tumble it. Might turn out good. Maybe not. We will see. Two more right in the same spot again. This little kind of gritty syringipora, so not a great one. You know, it would be all crumbly and nasty. And then we got this one, which is actually a big horn. You can see the bottom of it there, and I think it goes all the way up to there. So I think I'm definitely gonna keep that one to maybe cut. I don't know, we'll see. But definitely gonna keep that one. That's a cool shaped horn, so. All right, let's find some more. Something I don't find very often, but I do find it. This is just rhyolite, very red always, and then this is prehnite in here, right on the end. It always looks almost exactly like this when it's here, always in rhyolite like this, and always just that little light green tint. Really cool. I don't find too much of it, but I find it. So just found these two fossil soups. First this one, not very full, but some really cool big fossils in there, probably bryozoans. And then right next to it was this guy. I love those, like with all the shells or whatever else is in there, all the, you know, maybe gastropods. But I might take that one too to cut, because that might just look unbelievable on the inside. So really cool. So I'm almost to the end of my beach here. If I find anything else before the end, I'll show you. Otherwise, I will flip around and do all these dry rocks all the way back. Okay, so I am pretty much back to the car. Not too much spectacular stuff on the dry rocks on the way back, but I did keep a few things, so I will get home, get everything cleaned up, and I will show you what I got. So I am home and I have everything cleaned up. You pretty much did see all of this except for this one probably. But as you can see, I didn't keep very much. I'll show you that first one that you probably didn't see. It started raining and I saw it on the ground, so I picked it up. Nice little cold water pocket. Another one in the top here, kind of hopefully maybe goes through. I was thinking about cutting this one, see if there's any bands in there. So I could just grab that one quick when I was running out of the rain. Then we got this little guy, which is like a brachiated, I don't know, maybe chert. Maybe Jasper, just really, really cool patterning on there. I think I'm gonna throw it in the tumbler, see what happens. This really nice piece of nice, got really good patterning on it. I figured I needed a piece of nice that was raw for like a little display, so I figured this would be a good one. It's got nice patterning all the way through, really cool. Then we got this horn coral. This is a big horn coral. Here's one end, there's the other end. So I don't know if I'm gonna slice this thing right in half and see if I get the perfect each half of the horn on the inside or not. I might just polish the whole thing. I don't know, I'll have to decide at a future date, but really, really cool, a really cool horn. And we got two fossil soups. This is the better of the two for sure, with all the little, I don't know if it's shells, but it almost looks like, you know, writing. Really, really cool. I don't really find very many that are like this, so I figured I would keep that, maybe slice that in half, and then have the other side of this as the little piece. So really cool designs in there. Tons of little pictures. And then this one was just a really full crinoid fossil soup. So I like to keep those and try to slice those right in half down the middle and see if I can get a really big plate of crinoid, you know, little crinoid sections. So I always keep those and try to keep those. I don't find a ton that are really full like this, but this was a good one. And then I did get 3 Uper lights, so let me get the UV set up and I will show you those. All right, so let me turn off the lights and I will show you these guys. So this was the first kind of medium-sized one, pretty good. You know, pretty full all the way through this side too. So this is one that I might try to get slabs out of, you know, see if more of those dots come through the inside. And then this is the littler one, which has the most of it in there, kind of like a little face right there on the end. Pretty decent one, cool little patterns in there all the way through. And then the big one. So this is the weak side of the big one. And you got a big chunk, and then this side you got a little bit more chunky. So that's a pretty decent sized one for what I've ever found. I think this is probably the biggest one, so really cool, really good hunt. All right, so if you like this video, leave a like, hit subscribe if you haven't already. Stay tuned for some close-ups at the end, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.